Namaste everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Spirituality and Healing Stories with Tulsi. Today we have with us a very unique guest, Dr. Prashant. He's a doctor as well as a pranic healer, and he came into pranic healing almost 18 years ago. He's originally from Mumbai and was earlier associated with Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing Foundation of Maharashtra as an instructor as well as an executive committee member and panelist for certification programs. He recently shifted to Europe and now he's a senior instructor and main licensee for Institute for Inner Studies and teaches pranic healing courses in many parts of Europe. Apart from his busy schedule, he's also a Carnatic musician and gives concerts as well as teaches music in his free time. Isn't it a very unique combination? So welcome Dr. Prashant to our show.
Thank you, Tulsi.
Can you share with us your story? How did you come into pranic healing?
Well, it's so many years ago. I think I was 13 or something, I think 8th standard or something, 8th grade, when an uncle of mine became paralyzed, and that's when, the entire family was looking out for options to heal him, and somebody introduced the Reiki master. The Reiki master came home and did healing on him. I and another uncle of mine, that is my mom's brother, we went to watch what was happening. So I saw that my uncle could move his little finger or something after that first healing. So I was curious about it. That's it. Now what happened is, since my uncle was severely paralyzed, the Reiki master said he alone cannot do this because it will take a lot of healing. So he encouraged the family to learn Reiki and practice on it. So that's how my mother and all their sisters and aunts and everyone gathered and did the Reiki level 1. After that, of course, nobody went and did healing on my uncle. They just learned it. They expected the teacher to come back, but he did not know that he had to come back for healing. Eventually, long story short, they did the level 2 Reiki, and it was hosted in my house. I did not know about it. I came home from school and I opened the door, and in my living room, all my relatives are sitting and there is a Reiki class happening. I secretly escaped and hid myself in the bedroom, almost fell asleep. And that's how it started. The Reiki master called me for some music playing and I helped him with that. And he said, okay, stay. And then he let me be part of his guided meditation. This was when I was just 13. And then he, while leaving me, gave me the attunement into Reiki. In Reiki, we have attunement, right? So then I got curious and I started reading whatever materials are there and started practicing. Very soon, I did all the levels of Reiki, and then I became a Reiki master. I think I was 15. Then I started teaching. And that is when somebody asked me, do you know about pranic healing? And those days we didn't have Google and all. It was still Yahoo search engines. And I tried to look for pranic healing, but there was just one website which said Institute for Inner Studies Incorporated, and the address in Philippines. And it said Master Chowa Koksui, the modern founder of pranic healing and Hatha yoga. And then it was a fax number and email address or something like that. And there was a caption of Saint Augustine. It says, miracles are those which happen by the laws of nature. Those who do not understand the laws of nature call them miracles. And then there was a Founders Day ad also, which said 15th of August. Now, incidentally, the founder of Reiki also his birthday was also 15th of August. Mikao Usui. So Mikao Usui, Chowa Koksui, I put them together and I thought it's the same person, Of course, it was my ignorance, but I just assumed it. Of course, I just saw a picture of Master in that website, and I'm still searching. I didn't know that where I lived in Chembur, hop, skip, and jump, Ghatkobar, Garuda Nagar was the hub of pranic healers. All our senior instructors and colleagues, they lived there. I didn't know, right? Anyway, very soon after that discovery of mine about the website, my one of my cousins, my dad's elder brother's daughter, she went to Australia. She got married. She went to Australia. She met Master there. She learned the courses. So my chacha, that is my uncle, my dad's elder brother, he would also practice Reiki with us on the weekends. We would have a Reiki circle and all that. Suddenly, weekend after weekend, he would disappear and not join our Reiki practices. So one day I caught him on the road and I asked him, now this was already my medical school, medical college had started. So I asked him, where do you go? Why don't you come? And that's when he took me to a meditation on Twin Hearts evening. And I joined that meditation. It was in Gujarati and English, that cassette tape which is dubbed. So it was okay for me because of the Gujarati. I understand Gujarati, but I didn't focus much. It was nice. I could feel the energy from my hands. I was still curious. I didn't ask the question, how can I learn pranic healing there? But my uncle enrolled me for the course. There was a time period between that, and during that time, we had this 6th World Pranic Healers Convention in Renaissance, Mumbai. So my uncle asked me, would you like to volunteer? So I didn't ask what, where, how, on all those questions. I just went. I didn't even know it's a pranic healers event or whatever. I went there. I was doing all the things that they asked me to do, like serving tea and biscuits and cookies and stuff like that. And I remember this door open, and there was a tall man there, standing there, and many people around him. I did not give big deal about it or think about it much, but I remember that sight, and I didn't know it was Master Choa Koksui, because the picture I had seen and how he looked physically was different. He looked around, and then I think he saw in our direction, but I don't know if he saw me or anything like that. That's it. Then after several months, I did the basic course, and I fell in love with the structure of the basic course, because I was trying to standardize Reiki at that time. I wanted to prove Reiki as a science. So it took me 2 years at that time to structure, put things which are original and remove things which are not original, bring the medical and logical part of healing approach, reading the original texts of the founders and all that. I even met many Reiki masters to encourage them that let's make it be similar. Everybody teaches the same thing. There should be a standardization and all that. When I came into the basic course, the first 3-4 hours, I fell in love with the structure, the simplicity. It was already, one teacher, one book, globally taught. And I was so impressed with that. I wanted to immediately stick to pranic healing. And that's how it all started.
Wow, amazing. So, as you shared that you already met Master when you volunteered for an event. But apart from that, did you attend any courses with him?
No, I did not. I was just 19 at that time, and I had not done pranic healing courses yet. And I didn't even know that is Master Choa Koksui. Nobody introduced me, nothing like that. And after I did the course, Master went on a sabbatical, 2007 already, right? So Master went on a sabbatical, and I didn't know that he will leave soon. Of course, the day he left, I felt very sad that, I couldn't do a course with him, like Aratic Yoga or Kriya Shakti or something like that. But yeah, it was soon removed from my mind because I had so many inner experiences and also other experiences because I dived into pranic healing fully. So yeah, master is real. Master is always there with me. That's my feeling and experience, right? Yeah.
So, what was your first impression of Grandmaster Shwakukse?
So in the basic class, they had this little chair on which they had put a picture of master, and that picture still had black hair. Okay, in this picture you see white hair. This is a very beautiful picture of master, but it was a different older picture. I've never seen that after the basic course. So I was like, I know this guy. That's my impression. I forgot that I saw a glimpse of him, or I saw him in physical in Renaissance. Anyway, but there is a lot of familiarity internally. I cannot express it externally, but internally there is recognition. It took, I think, many, many months. In 2008, we had the first retreat of Master without him in the physical body in Mumbai, in Mulund, right? So where you guys are. So I volunteered into every department that was available. I was into everything. And in that was the first time where we had a video of Master Chowa guiding Twin Hearts. And I had a deja vu feeling during that video. And I kept telling my uncle and friends around me that I've seen this video. And Master pulls out a chopstick to heal in the video. And I said, I've seen this, he will do that. And then he does that, right? But it was actually a recollection that happened months and months and months, almost a year ago, where I witnessed something like that with Master in my inner experience. And I had blocked it or somehow forgotten about it. And during that retreat first video, it all came out. And then I know that he's my teacher. So the recognition happened at that time that this is my teacher and I have learned a lot from him and I have to continue on this journey or path.
Wow, that is really a very beautiful experience. And so, would you like to share any more stories of Master Shwakukse?
So I, as I said, I dived myself into healings and learning. I think in the first 4 months of me coming into pranic healing, I did 13 courses or something, weekend after weekend after weekend. And I was very lucky. My dean in the college would give me, okay, yes, you can go. And Saturday, Sunday, I will be in pranic healing courses. I became a volunteer healer, and people would reach out to me, ask me questions. I would correlate medicine and healing. It was natural for me. My first experience was a lady with sciatica, lower back pain. And she, I think, had it for 10 years. And at that time, we were doing free healings in Vashi on Tuesdays. Our main aim was to do Twin Hearts meditation. Then this lady stood behind me and then she wanted a healing. So I said, please sit. And she explained her problem. She had done all kinds of therapies, all kinds of treatments. She herself was a Reiki healer, but nothing helped her. So I said, Auntie, I don't know how we are going to help you, right? But I know what to do for you. We'll try. You are my first case for sciatica. I even told her this. No promises. Because I think I had this skeptical mind at that time where I didn't want to promise anything as a medical person also, right? Okay. So she said, look, I cannot sit for too long. I have to stand up. I have to move. It's too painful. Okay, do what you like. I explained to her our things of uncrossing arms and legs, tongue to the palate, relaxing. Started the healing. Almost 25 minutes, 30 minutes, I healed her. She did not move. I had to wake her up. She woke up with a jerk. And then she said, oh, it's over. I said, look at the time. It's almost half an hour. She couldn't believe that for half an hour she sat. I said, how do you feel? So she said, oh, I don't feel anything. I could sit for this long. This is amazing. Then I didn't believe her. I said, she's lying to me, right? To please me. So I made her walk. I made her climb the stairs, squat down, stand up, left leg up, right leg up. She said, look, all this is going to give me more pain. So that was my first experience with pranic healing to an external outsider, where it was amazing to see such a result. Now, we were doing healings only on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday, she came back and she had a big smile and she said, I've slept so well without pain. I'm like, wow, this is amazing for me. Of course, she never came back after that. So out of sight, out of mind. I think 7-8 months after, we were doing a pranic healing expo. Those days in Maharashtra Foundation, we would do a lot of pranic healing expos and events. So I was one of the volunteers and leading healers. Now, this was a big stall. I think we were 20 healers healing 20 patients at the same time, 50 people standing in a line to take their turn. It was a busy day. But, sometimes you suddenly with a jerk turn back. So I looked far away in the aisle. There was that lady buying something. I went back to my healing and I said, oh my God, she's alive. Right? I suddenly remembered that case. So I told my patient, give me a moment, I'll be back. I ran to that lady, I touched her shoulder. And then she took a while to look at me and then realized, she said, oh, you? I said, yeah, auntie, what happened? Oh, you, where were you? So she said, well, you did this healing and I was good. So my daughter has been calling me to Australia for a long time. So I went to her and then I just came back yesterday and my neighbor said, today is the last day if you want to go to the exposition. So that's why she came. She bought me a small box of supari or something as a gift. Thank you gift. But look, this miraculous healing happened months before and my conviction was there, but I being a medical person took time, right? When this happened, it really made me say that, okay, don't unbelieve in real things, right? That is really happening. Now, around that time, I had gone to Leh Ladakh to spread pranic healing and I had no contacts there, just randomly going around, me, my uncle and another friend. We went to meet so many people, the hill counselor, the hill council scientists, then so many places we went to. In my hotel that I was staying, we had a driver who brought us from the airport to the hotel. Now, he had a nosebleed because of the cold weather. So I had just entered the room. I saw him. I gave him some tissues. And I said, please sit down in Hindi. And I started doing healing on him because I said, I'm a healer. I do this. I can help you. Because we teach this in basic class, right? Nose bleeding. So I started healing him. And within no time, the bleeding stopped. Now, this guy, he started to bow down and, pray and thank me and all that. I said, no, please don't do that. He said, you are doing what my teacher, my guru does. Guru Rinpoche is their guru in Leh, right? Leh Ladakh. So I told him, your guru is my guru's guru in a short way. Of course, later on, he voluntarily drove us very far away to a Gompa called Taktup Gompa, where Mahaguruji Mailing, the teacher of Master, meditated in a cave. It was such a powerful place to go to. So those of you who are listening, if you ever go to Ladakh, go to these places where amazing, incredible things have happened in the past. The manager of the hotel was watching this from his place because my door was open. He inquired what I do, what is this and all that. And he gathered everyone on an evening for dinner and he spontaneously asked me to talk about it. So that's when I gave a small introduction to pranic healing. Those days you wait for an opportunity to talk about pranic healing to people, right? So I was so excited. In that, there were a couple of Africans and Americans who were at the back of the whole place. And they waited, and I saw them having a good eye contact with me, good expressions, exchange of views. In that time, everybody left. These were the people, left behind. They came to me and I asked them, what did you see? What did you experience? So they were a bit skeptical how to talk to me about it. I said, come on, tell me, what did you see? So I know that they saw something in the meditation, the lecture. They said, it is surprising that there was this man, very tall, standing behind you, mostly on your left or right. And then sometimes when you were guiding the meditation, he was walking through the crowd, through the room, and he was blessing the group. After that, he again went and stood behind you. And his presence was very, very powerful. And Master had left, and it was just few months after or something. And I opened my wallet and I had a picture of Master, and that I asked them, did you see him? And they were like, yeah, that's him. All 3 or 4 of them who saw, they confirmed. And I was almost in tears, because you would think you're a person who's thinking, oh, Master is gone now, physically gone. And that was my confirmation that Master is with me and he's available when we ask for his blessing. And he's there when you're doing his work. Yeah, that was my turning point. These are small, small things which, made me become more focused or more receptive to the teaching.
Great. That's amazing experience. So any more special moments that you shared with Master Shah?
For me, I consider him as a genius. I know that he was a chemical engineer, but when I teach advanced pranic healing, for example, I am in awe about his details of the human body. How amazingly he could understand the human body and present the teachings the way it is for all of us to easily understand. The best part of this is, I being a medical doctor understand pranic healing from that viewpoint, but a pranic healer does not have to be a medical doctor to heal somebody, right? Even if you do not understand what is involved in arthritis or an arthritic knee, and you just follow the pattern of healing that is given, we can produce results. If you understand the human body, you will do it even better, right? But that genius of how simplified he made these teachings so that layperson can become a amazing healer, a miraculous healer. Because I've met so many housewives and people who are retired who are into pranic healing, and then they change their lives and other people's lives, right? Some of our very senior teachers and instructors also went outside India, opening countries, teaching and spreading pranic healing. And they were not business people, and they could do that. That's the power, the empowerment through simple teachings, but it's so profound, so deep. For me, even after 18 years of learning, teaching, practicing pranic healing almost every day, every new approach, new technique, new chapter, I open the old book and I read something like, wow, that's new for me, right? There's always a discovery, and it doesn't end. It doesn't stop. It's a joyful experience. And that's Master for me.
Wow, that is a beautiful journey. So do you feel that the teachings of pranic healing and erratic yoga have transformed your life in a certain way?
For sure. Of course, when I started, I was 20, 21, right? Very young and naive and all that. So you're enthusiastic to learn and practice. I was doing yoga before that. I did Reiki before that. So pranic healing was natural and easy for me to follow. And I adapted to the teachings and the techniques, followed it very diligently, practiced it very well. What I found is that the family atmosphere that pranic healing brings, like you belong to them, they are there to help you, and you can trust them, and there is always somebody to go to. That thing was beautiful for me to go as a young person. So it molded me. We have the master pranic healers. I worked very closely with Master Daphne, Master Hector in those beginning days, and they are so loving, so caring, so generous, in public and in private as well. So those things touched me a lot and taught me how to deal with students or people, how to be there for others, and look at the bigger picture, look at long time, how are you going to benefit people? So all those kinds of things I learned, not by direct spoken words, but by observing them, by volunteering, by experiencing. Yeah. And it's beautiful. It's so satisfying. It's fulfilling. When somebody's out of pain, how you feel. That's so amazing.
I think that is the most beautiful gift for all pranic healers. I believe that, when we do healing and when the patient gets relief and they tell you, oh, wow, I'm painless now. So that, just gives us that satisfaction and happiness somewhere that, wow, this person is now pain-free, and somewhere
Exactly.
to contribute a little bit from our side.
Exactly. And it's incredible that we do not touch, we do not put any balm or pressure or nothing. And you heal the aura, the affected part, and the person's pain is gone or difficulty is gone. It's incredible.
What would be your one message to our viewers?
I think those who are new, those who do not know pranic healing, experience it. Learn, at least start with the basic pranic healing course. It's a beautiful experience to go to. Do the meditation on twin hearts. It's a practice of self-healing. It's also a practice for blessing other people. So we feel good by doing this, especially those who are affected with depression or sadness. It's an amazing practice to go to. My advice would be, don't feel alone, because you do not have to be alone. We have this huge family of pranic healers. Now with all this technology, we have a global reach, right? I am in Netherlands and Susi is in India, and we have this connect. And there are so many groups and people who are teaching, learning, practicing together. So learn, go explore what pranic healing has to offer. Each one of us can learn and take something special from it. Practice something from it. I think that is what I would like to say.
Amazing. So it's been lovely chatting with you, Dr. Prashant. Thank you for taking out your precious time and sharing these beautiful experiences with us. So
Thank you.
Thank you. To all the viewers, thank you for viewing this episode. Stay blessed. Namaste.
Namaste.